Okay, hi. So today I have designed a prison cell that can withstand any class from the Origins mod. One cell that can imprison them all. If you are not familiar with the Origins mod or don't remember, let me summarize. The mod allows you to pick from a particular list of classes which give you special abilities. Some are immune to fire, some can break blocks incredibly fast, some can phase through walls, some can throw pearls infinitely. So how can you possibly design a cell that can stop all of these superpowered players from getting out? Welcome to Totality, a perfect and complete prison that can stop all Origins. And as a disclaimer, yes, this is a cell. Trying to stop superpowered players from escaping is hard enough. Trying to stop people from breaking in is basically impossible. So, there are about 9 base origins that you can pick from. You could also choose to be a human, which really isn't going to help you. Before we even enter the prison, for this particular cell we have to do something special, because there's one origin that can store items in an extra inventory and keep them when they die, like a miniature ender chest. This is Shulk. When you enter the kill check room in this prison, in order to ensure that the Shulk doesn't have any extra items on them, you're going to do one initial kill check to clear their inventory. After this, you will hand them 9 unique written books. The Shulk will then be instructed to replace the 9 slots in their inventory with these 9 books. You can kill check them again. You may then request the 9 items in their Shulk inventory, just for added security, and kill check them again. If the Shulk drops 0 books written by you and is able to hand you back all 9 after dying, you can ensure that their Shulk inventory is empty and you can proceed. Here in the entrance to the cell, we're going to use Squilly's respawn boat glitch in order to get your prisoner to respawn up at the top of the cell where the prisoner will be residing. Here we've got a lovely looking room surrounded by lava with this blackstone platform. No need to fear, we've tested and a Shulk cannot mine and collect blackstone. And while any prisoner could start mining away at the blackstone, it won't do them any good because it can't be collected and it only makes their cell look a little more ugly. So I'm sure you've noticed by now we've got this little floating thing of water. If you're not sure how I managed to do that, you can watch my previous video where I summarize how to build this. The reason that it's there is to make sure that this prison is still habitable for Merlings. I wanted to make sure that this was going to be habitable for everyone and not put any origin into an infinite kill system, because at that point I might as well just put them into some kind of death trap. Let's really quickly go through a list of several origins which won't work at all. First, we have Arachnid, who can attempt to climb the walls, but will quickly perish on this wall of lava you have completely surrounding you. There's Avian, who can run a little faster. Feline can double jump, which obviously doesn't get them anywhere. Elytrians can fly, which isn't enough to glitch them into a block, and even if it was, you'll see why that won't work later. Now, it seems that the biggest problem with all of these origin escape attempts is that you're just going to fall into the lava if you try going anywhere. So what if you use the Blazeborn origin, which makes you immune to lava? Well, you'll quickly find that not only the floor and the ceiling, but 2 layers of walls are completely covered in regenerating cobblestone along with the platform that you respawn on. Now, you might worry that Shulk can mine through this cobble and that we should use basalt, but we in fact found out that ironically, basalt is a block that Shulks can break through quickly, and cobblestone isn't. So cobblestone definitely is the better solution. Also, every single clock that allows this cobblestone to regenerate regularly is powered strictly through observers. There's not a single bit of redstone dust, a redstone torch, or a repeater anywhere. The only redstone components within the cell are observers and pistons. Oh, but didn't I mention that there was an origin that could go through walls? This is the Phantom origin. What if you play as Phantom and fall through the block where you're supposed to be able to respawn? Surely you could get back down to the bed and break it or something. Well, no, not quite, because actually, the floor is made of several alternating layers of obsidian and lava, and even in ghost mode, a Phantom can't get through obsidian. Unless the Phantom can manage to crawl, they can't get through these spaces, and even if they could crawl, they would end up in the lava. They also can't mine down, because anytime they mine, they will only mine through the cobblestone with which they're in, which means they can't ever even reach the piston at the bottom, which is producing all of this cobblestone. Now, while testing this, you may notice that if you die in ghost mode, you'll respawn within the cobblestone, This still doesn't change anything. It's a safe spot. We allow the Phantom to respawn in ghost mode. It is also completely impossible, unless you've got an extreme lag machine, to jump from the spawn platform through the lava on the wall and into the cobble wall behind you, which still won't do anything to help you because there's obsidian on the other side, and breaking this cobblestone will likewise regenerate it. Finally, there was Endirian, which was possibly the hardest to stop from escaping. In order to stop Endirian from escaping, this entire prison is surrounded in lava, and then a solid layer of obsidian, and then 3 more layers of lava and obsidian. The only conceivable way that we could imagine that an Endirian could break out of here was by disconnect glitching. But fortunately, your particular fabric configuration, which allows you to use the Origins mod, actually decreases the amount of disconnect safety that you typically get from logging out. That disconnecting, purling and disconnecting, it has an extremely low chance of saving you. And depending on how many mods you have, or how much ping you have, it could be impossible. But suppose by some magic and extreme precision, you manage as an Endirian to get your way through Totality Penitentiary, you're going to find that we've probably chunk banned the entire outer layer of lava in the prison. All Origins crossed off the list. All Origins can reside happily and healthily within this prison, and no Origin can break out. If you want to find a download to this prison, I might actually put one in the description in a day or two, despite the fact that I haven't done that with other designs because they're tutorials. Also, before you go, seriously, I should take the time to really credit Corealis, who not only designed the entire outside of this prison, but also came up with almost all of the tricks we used in order to make this prison safe, including the really compact cobble generator design. So, you know, at the very least, just give some appreciation to Corealis for doing probably more than half of the work on this prison. And yeah, that's all. DM me or something when you found a way to break out. My Discord's in the description. See you there.